Hey there, it's another beautiful day. Last night was the first night of the Democratic National Convention in Chicago, and I had some politics lined up for us today. But thank goodness, Jerry Howard dropped a fantastic comment in the comments section, and he used the name Adolf Hitler right next to Walt Disney, and that just turned this into go time. So let's watch some stuff. The views expressed in this episode are opinion and are for entertainment purposes only.
Hitler, by many accounts, seemed to genuinely enjoy World War I. He enjoyed it. And then he got blinded by mustard gas, and he couldn't believe Germany surrendered. He couldn't believe it. And a German physician, there's one record of the German physician characterizing Hitler as follows. Again, this is from Buchholz's lectures. It said, he goes, this person is not fit to command humans and is dangerously psychotic.
So Hitler was 25 when World War I broke out, and that's around the age where your brain really does, come into its own. It becomes mature, right? And that's not a fact that many people would disagree with. Clearly, the gentleman was unhinged.
I think they're seeing anything, and that's why Adolf Hitler got Dr. Mengele back in the late 30s to attempt to do work on humans that would prevent aliens from gaining control of their mind. And this is when Mengele just went completely off on his own tangent and ended up working for the Illuminati in America. But it originally stems from Hitler saying, because he was in contact with the Aldebaran off-world group, how can we have soldiers who can prevent all the information being taken out of their mind by these aliens? So that's where all this research started from. This is what totally scared the Yanks. So for most people who have an alien experience, they really don't know what they're seeing because they can only see with their eyes.
Now, if you've been here with me for a little while, you know that we've talked multiple times about the Germans in World War II having contact with aliens and having alien technology and all of that fun stuff, right? So why would it be a surprise to learn that, Hitler is like tinkering with people trying to find these reptilian shapeshifters and stuff, right? It does make sense. I mean, if he's working with the Greys, as is suspected because of the kind of technology that he supposedly had, right? Then why wouldn't he be working with them against the reptilians? And to find out, the Yanks, finding out that he's doing all of this crazy stuff because of these guys here, yeah, we definitely want to get involved in that. Hey, thanks so much for stopping by today. If you haven't already, don't forget to like and subscribe, and then come back tomorrow because I'm making a new episode every day.
I am standing right now outside of Lansburg Prison, where Hitler served over 250 days of a 5-year prison sentence and wrote one of the most infamous books in the world, Mein Kampf. This prison right here is where that book was written, when Hitler was sentenced to 5 years after trying to overthrow the Bavarian government in Germany. It feels surreal to be standing on the same land. And while on the topic of this book, I would like to encourage you guys to use my Amazon affiliate link if you plan on purchasing the book, because then I get a commission out of it. I'm just kidding. I don't have an Amazon affiliate link of Mein Kampf. There's no current way into the prison, but if you stand far, you can see the nice architecture of it. The prison itself is not a rough prison. It was actually a political prison, meant for political prisoners who, for example, tried to overthrow the government.
Does anybody know why he was released so early? I mean, out of a 5-year term, he didn't even serve a year. And it was treason, right? He was there for political crimes, trying to overthrow a government. It seems like he had a track record.
Is us trying to find out, sift through reality and the fiction of the allure, the mist mystery of that aspect. Both the Israelis, the British, and the Germans and Americans in the past 20 years have been consistently declassifying documents. And there were a bunch of specifically FBI documents that we were spending millions and millions of dollars actively searching for Hitler after the war. As was...
Really?
Yeah, like millions of dollars. Tons of real FBI documents with real leads, with real informants, some first eye accounts saying that they physically... So anyways, that's the show, is us trying to find out, sift through reality and the fiction of the allure, the mystery of that.
That just blows my mind. Like, if there are actually documents being like declassified for all these countries that are seriously like considering there is a possibility that he made it out alive, that is just mind-boggling, right?
So what we have here is a bunker that appears to be maybe 70 years old, around the time when World War II ended. And how did it get here? There's a lot of conspiracies as to who might have lived in this bunker. And according to the Argentinian government, they say that it was actually the remains of an old hotel building, even though it looks more like the remains of a bunker. And let me ask you this. Has the Argentinian government ever lied to its people before? Who knows? But the conspiracies say that Adolf Hitler used to live in this bunker. And now I'm gonna take a piss on this. Wow.
There are actually quite a few people that believe this fella actually did escape and went to Argentina, and that's where he like just lived out the rest of his life. One particular piece of information that I found was extremely interesting. I got from Sam Fisher, and it was in episode 3, part 2, Ancient Man, in his The Real History Inside the Legion Saga playlist on his channel. It's absolutely incredible, and it talks about Hitler's remains being tested and found. I mean, his remains, right, were tested and found to be female. So, like, it wasn't actually him, which is incredible. Also in that episode, he does talk about Earth's reset and the Adam and Eve story, which you know is one of my favorites. So go check that out. If you want, I'll put a link in the description and you can go listen to him talk about it. It's incredible. I loved it. I'm so sorry I made you read there. That's the piece of information that Jerry Howard dropped on me last night, is that, you know, Adolf Hitler and Walt Disney were very potentially the same person, which is pretty crazy, right? And I couldn't find any TikToks, you know, because you can't even type in the word Hitler and get a search result on TikTok. I don't know if there's like a way around it, like there are most things, but I couldn't find anything in like the hurried frenzy that I went into trying to find this information other than this. So that's incredible. If you Google, there's like Google stuff to read. I'm not going to make you, well, I lied. I'm going to make you read some more because there's a translation on this next video and it's important.
O ditador Adolf Hitler teria morrido neste sofá. A sua esposa nessa cadeira, né, foi onde encontraram os corpos. Aqui é um soldado soviético posando justamente depois da captura do bunker, né? Aqui é uma foto de Hitler e nas raríssimas vezes em que ele subiu à superfície, né? Ele viveu seus últimos meses, os últimos 3 meses no seu Führerbunker, que é o seu abrigo subterrâneo, e nas raríssimas vezes que subiu, teriam fotografado. Isso seria na véspera do dia que morreu. Ele morreu em 30 de abril de 45 e desde janeiro de 45 viveu nesse abrigo subterrâneo. No momento da sua morte, os soviéticos, o Exército Vermelho, estava a 300 metros do bunker. Estavam quase tomando o bunker e capturando Hitler, que seria muito provavelmente morto pelo Exército Vermelho e colocado como um troféu. E é por isso que ele decide tirar a própria vida, né? Muita gente tentou convencer ele a fugir, mas ele recusou, segundo a versão oficial, todas as vezes. Essas teorias de que ele fugiu para a Argentina, que foi para outros países, elas não se sustentam, elas não têm provas, porque haviam muitas testemunhas, muitas pessoas, dezenas de pessoas viram Hitler nos últimos dias e também cerca de 10 a 12 pessoas viram o corpo de Hitler, foram inclusive responsáveis por incinerar o corpo dele e da sua esposa posteriormente. Inclusive o Exército Vermelho interroga essas pessoas, as histórias se cruzam, elas batem. Inclusive o Exército Russo, o Exército Vermelho, encontrou 2 corpos carbonizados, de um homem e de uma mulher, enterrados nos arredores.
And that there is the official story, that he offed himself in the bunker, right? I had never heard until recently about Hitler potentially having escaped, which is an incredible story. It's a great theory, and there's a lot of, little tidbits along the way showing how it could have possibly been him that had gotten away. But I like to believe that, the official story is actually what really happened, because he was a coward and a horrible person, and he didn't deserve anything beyond what he got. On that note, thank you so much for sharing your time with me. Come on back tomorrow. We're going to watch some new stuff. I'll say different things. It's going to be fantastic. Until then, have a wonderful day.